Do you think your Mongolian people had this much onion
Yes,
in it?
it did.
You were on fucking crack cocaine.
Hassan,
I know it's
it
Trump's
did.
America,
Let's
but
listen.
the beef tax is not that bad that it's mostly onion on your fucking Mongolian.
It is.
Hold on, we're losing.
Chat, look at the bowl.
Press record. Are we live? We're live.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stop
welcome.
what you're doing.
What?
We're going to talk about the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant in the room?
The Austin Show, have you moved to LA yet?
No, not yet.
No, you fucking haven't.
Well, hold on, chill.
And if you don't move by Pride, we're turning our backs on you.
I'm signing a lease tomorrow.
I talked to both of them.
No, wait, what?
Yes, we've talked.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, I'm
Turning
always-
our back on our gay side.
Wait, no, hold on.
I'm always
this
on
is an
board.
intervention.
The contract.
This is an intervention.
Hold on, wait. Let me show you.
We've been lied to before.
No, the contract is in
I don't want to see it.
No, look.
Look
it's
what you're
in,
doing to your sister.
It's. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Can I do the intro?
no.
No, it's my turn. Hello.
Cutie's too-
Welcome to my podcast. I work here.
Cutie's too busy to
This
care.
is my 9 to 5.
She doesn't have the
Grow
strength or
up,
energy.
Austin. This is hosted by Austin Show, willneff, and Hassan Piker is
right.
his real last name, not
Wow.
Hobby.
Why did you? Oh, okay. There was a question mark at the end of that pipe.
Right?
Sean Piker.
Wait,
Correct.
do you guys think this is a ruse and I'm not actually going to move to Los Angeles?
Austin? Yes. Austin?
Whoa.
Austin?
Yo.
No.
There are kids that have grown up and gone to college.
Sure.
In the time that you've said you've moved.
People have
you're
died.
moved out. Yeah.
People have died.
Yeah.
You know, specifically people in Congress, actually.
Oh,
Six of
yeah.
them.
6 of them
And
over
the
the course
Pope.
of a year. And the Pope.
We lost a Pope.
God, we lost a Pope.
Dude, you killed the Pope.
We've been through, I think, you know what? Come to think of it, I've been doing this thing for a few years. We've been through like 3 presidents.
Yeah.
2, 3
I'm just
presidents.
saying that either Pride will be a celebration
Okay.
that you've moved to LA, or it will be the hardest shunning
How about this?
I've ever shunned in my entire
How about this?
life.
How about this? How about
We
this?
won't
How
participate
about
in a
this?
single gay event with you during the month of Pride if you don't fucking move to Los Angeles.
I'm signing.
I won't act any differently.
Okay, thank you.
Which means
Thank you
she's
so
going to do
much.
the same thing as us.
Look, I will be signing a lease tomorrow, and I will be wiring the money on Tuesday, and I will send you the wire receipt.
Thank you.
And then I will show you the signed lease,
Thank you.
and then it will be official, and we can celebrate at Pride.
Yes.
I will suck your cock
Thank you.
I
in the
will not be
middle
here.
of the.
And
Yeah,
He
if
won't be
not,
here.
yeah,
you have to go to Pride with a Trump hat on.
totally deal. Hold on, wait, real quick. If force majeure comes in here and for some reason the rental burns to the ground,
No.
or something like that,
There is no force majeure.
no force majeure. What if the rental explodes?
No.
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 Even if the rental explodes, you still have to wear a Trump
Bringing
hat.
that up ticks me
No,
off.
no. What if the rental? I don't know. Something happens. I want to let you guys fucking know something.
Okay.
I negotiated the ever-loving fuck out of this
Yeah,
guy
tell us about it.
I'm gonna tell you about it. All right.
Yeah.
I was petty as shit
Yeah.
on this place. Okay.
All right.
This landlord told me that I was gonna be responsible for their fucking appliances if they broke.
Whoa.
Okay. I was gonna be responsible for the pool and gardener.
No.
Right.
Can't
Okay.
do
How
that.
dare he?
Ooh.
I was going to be responsible for pest control. Okay. And the thing that really pissed me off, the peak level of pettiness, is I was going to be responsible for the fucking light bulbs.
No.
Yeah. So get this.
Wait, that's
That
so
feels
normal.
reasonable.
No, Will. This is where you're wrong. They caved on everything, but they challenged me on the light bulbs. Okay. Let
Yeah.
me tell you why the light bulb thing is fucked up. Okay. You tell me at the end of the lease, I got to fucking change a light bulb and replace it. Right. Well, how long has that light bulb been in the house? How much of that light bulb have I used? Right.
I don't think any
Also,
of us
light
are on
bulb's
your
like
team.
$5.
You know. Well, listen to me here.
It's the principal.
So this is what I said. I went to them and I said, look, I'll pay for the light bulbs.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
But every single light bulb in the house, from the kitchen to the stairs to every part of the house, those light bulbs need to be brand new, and you need to verify that they're brand new. And I went to them.
Gotta verify the light bulb. How's he
That's-
gonna verify the light bulb?
I don't know. They caved and they
Crazy.
said you're not responsible for the light bulbs.
They're not going to change the light bulbs. They're just going to be like, whatever this
Well,
is.
no,
crazy.
I didn't say they had to. I said
Okay.
only if I was going to be responsible.
This is
Okay.
the one time where his white hat Karen behavior I actually am on board with because landlords are historically the worst
Yes.
at this shit.
That's it. Thank you.
Maybe it's this behavior that's made them.
No, they started it with the pettiness, and so I went after him, and I got every fucking cent.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank
and we're going to celebrate next Pride, special Pride episode, everybody.
Yay! Yes.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how it's going to work because I'm going to be in Texas next weekend for DreamCon.
Surprise.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah,
we have
What
to.
the fuck
Is
is,
it-
DreamCon?
DreamCon is RDC.
He's always doing shit.
RDC World's premier convention. I did it last year.
Are you
It's
playing
sick.
basketball again?
Yeah.
Ludwig got kicked,
Yeah, Ludwig didn't
Wow.
get invited back for some reason.
which is
I'm the
crazy
only.
because he had assists.
I'm the only white boy with swag that is allowed
You're
to
the
play.
only white man.
No, there's another.
I mean,
one on
he
the
is
other
now
team.
that I'm officially black.
Oh yeah.
Is that true?
That's
oh,
a
yeah,
point.
redhead.
That's a point of
Redhead,
contention for.
yeah.
Whoa.
And well, I'm just saying
We're
that's the meta.
color eraser already.
No,
That's the meta that is
we did
ongoing on
ginger
TikTok,
eraser.
which is our ginger is black. The answer is no.
What?
Following, if you want me to expand on it, is fuck no. But go ahead. Let's
Okay.
talk.
I don't know if you had to add the expletive.
Okay. Well, here. Do you want to bring up a TikTok on this?
No.
You want to make your case on your own?
I think it's just.
You
I think
weren't
we've
here.
all
He wasn't
accepted
here when we
the
covered
truth.
this.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did cover
okay.
it.
We already covered it when
We've
you were.
already covered it. We don't
Yeah.
need to go back.
No, it's fine. I
Wait,
was
you
just-
did?
Yeah, we covered it when you weren't here. When you unceremoniously just didn't show up
Yep.
to the podcast.
You mean when I was in France?
Yeah, selfishly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Disgusting,
left
really.
us. You left us to record on our own without you.
Disgusting,
True.
really.
So we discussed race.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, quite extensively.
We did.
That's
We
not
went into
good.
great detail. We also garnished your wages.
Yes.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
By the way, Cutie has gifts for me.
Only for Will.
Oh my God, that's okay. I'm totally okay with that.
She brought you light bulbs.
Yeah.
What he wanted.
Oh my God, it says display on it.
It was the last one.
If we
Why did they write
listen
that? That ruins
to
it. Why would they do that?
It does not ruin it.
No, I know it doesn't, but like they could just put it on display.
You can get out with rubbing alcohol.
And
They didn't put any popcorn in it.
This is fire. I'm gonna wear this like a purse.
Yeah.
so much.
You could even, I think you could like switch it out for gold chains, which would be dope. Because it just plugs in.
That's
Oh
brilliant.
So you could get it custom made.
gold chain.
Yeah, I
That's
think it's a good
brilliant.
idea.
Fire.
And then I was at Air One and Will wanted a cunty drink.
Yes.
I want to try it.
Now
too.
what am I drinking here?
I don't know. It was blue.
Blue Pearl almond milk.
I said that looks cunty.
This looks like the blue milk from Star Wars.
You gonna try
You
it?
shake it first, I think.
Oh, you've been to Erewhon.
No, but I just assume that something that
I just
looks
don't
like
think it
that
should be
needs
blue.
to
No,
be
that
shook.
tracks.
I
That
agree.
tracks.
They
You're
probably
an
had to
Erewhon
add
guy.
some sort of coloring. Oh,
Oh, you should.
is that oat milk?
Almond.
Oh,
And
That is just blue milk.
it's spirulina makes it blue or something.
That is just blue milk.
Ew.
I'm gonna enjoy it. This
can
is
good.
Can I
cunty.
try it?
Ew. It's
Maybe when you move to LA.
organic almond milk, organic sprouted almonds water, Himalayan pink salt, raw honey, toco trioleis.
Actually,
Toco
you know what it tastes like? Hold on. You know what this tastes like?
Blue milk?
No, it tastes like a bread.
A bread?
I kind of get that. Pearl powder, whatever the fuck that is. Organic E3 live blue magic powder, pink salt.
Blue magic powder?
Yeah.
So, for those of you at home, you may have noticed we switched around the seating arrangement.
I don't think they did.
All right, no one cares. Okay.
Why did we
Moving on.
Why did you?
I
I
don't
know
know.
where you were going with that.
I was going nowhere with it. I was just trying to get some conversation flowing.
It just looks good. Like it looks
I
like
told you it looked cunty.
All right.
it looks like it's
But-
definitely tastier than it actually is.
I had a moment this week where I almost called Austin
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
in the middle of the night
I like you almost called me.
crying. But I didn't want to wake you up.
Well,
But big move.
I wouldn't have woken
And
up.
you specifically, you wouldn't have?
Oh, not because I wouldn't.
It was
have-
an emergency.
No, I know, but I just wouldn't have heard my phone. What? Anyway, go on. I would.
Okay.
You can call me. You can depend on me. All right?
have to
I'll
tell
leave my
you-
phone on ring now.
No,
For you.
live your life. I'll be fine.
okay.
I called Maya.
Okay. Oh, well, nice to know I'm second best.
Well, because I specifically needed your opinion because I have a story that's going to piss Austin off and is going to make you guys gasp some gusts.
Is it light bulb related?
No,
Okay.
but it is
Is it-
going to really tick him off.
Is it plane related?
No. But you're going to like it.
I'm still gonna be mad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay. So picture this Sunday.
Yeah.
I am ready to go to this For You Emmy congratulation YouTube event to
All right.
congratulate the YouTubers that were nominated for Emmys, which is really exciting.
Which YouTubers are nominated for Emmys?
Michelle Carey,
Oh yeah. She was at BuzzFeed with me.
Mythical,
Good Mythical Morning.
Good Mythical Morning,
Sick.
and somebody else.
Okay.
Shout out them.
Okay.
Anyway, they got nominated for
Why
Emmys.
are you invited?
It's crazy.
You're not even a fucking YouTuber. What?
What?
That's crazy.
What? I'm more of a
Excuse
YouTuber
you?
than you are.
Yeah.
That's literally untrue.
At least she has her own channel.
Yeah, yeah.
I have my own channel.
Oh yeah? Well, I post more on mine. Bozo
That's not
Clown.
true.
And it's not only
not
does
true.
she have her own channel,
Pull them up, band for band.
her channel's on time. Yours is always late. I always
Yeah.
I always
No,
watch that content
no,
before.
Yeah?
No, my channel is now
What
uploading
do you
4
mean?
videos a day.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, what? 4 videos a day.
That's
Wait,
a lot.
What's up?
That's
wait,
a little
what?
extreme.
Wait,
What's up?
okay, that's
Well,
like
she's-
oversaturation. I go
She's busy.
quality over
Yeah,
quantity
exactly.
type of thing. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God, you are uploading
Wow.
4 videos a
Yeah,
day.
my
8 hours
editors have
one
gone
day, one
crazy.
day.
My
Nice.
editors have gone
35K? What?
Yeah.
62K? What? Never.
Okay, first of all,
Okay, it's-
yeah,
It's more than I get.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
scared to. Well, I'm trying to be mean to him.
Yeah.
But this isn't about. And also 88K. I'm not.
Yeah,
doing
when I
that
was
great
uploading
either.
once a day, I was getting 300K of fucking video. Now I'm uploading 4 a day, and some of them hit, some of them don't.
Okay. Well, I am a famous YouTuber.
Yes, she
So
is.
I was invited.
How many subs do you have?
Would you shut the fuck up and let her finish her story?
573K.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I am so sorry. I have to do this.
Uh-huh.
We have to pause for 1 minute. It's a 3-point game. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We have
Wait,
to
can-
pause.
The New York Knicks. Well,
Hold
we
on.
can
Have
just
to
keep.
pause.
We can just keep going through it. But
There's
the Knicks
no
and the
way.
Pacers are
No, no,
playing. It's
we're-
the second game. And
Rudy Gobert's on a different team, but he's
Marsh,
an
are we
Aries.
pausing broadcast?
I'm a small woman in business, and I use Shopify, and I've been wanting to tell you guys about it because it makes it easy for my tiny little brain. My brain's not tiny because I'm a woman. It's just tiny because how I was born. But I have been able to accomplish many things because I use Shopify because it's available for everyone. Because business is full of way too many what ifs. How do I do this? How do I do whatever? And you know what? It's solved with Shopify. That's right, guys. Turn those what ifs into cha-ching
That's right.
money and keep giving those big dreams the best shot with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/fear. Go to shopify.com/fear, shopify.com/fear.
Cha-ching.
Cutie. Fuck the glass ceiling.
Yeah.
We do it.
Is that what you break? You break. You
10
break,
more
you break the
seconds.
glass ceiling,
Oh.
right?
Shopify.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
We're back on the Fear and Podcast. Oh yeah!
I just watched my
I
Knicks
got
go
my
down too.
got my intro,
So
but
you
we're
were
back.
telling a story.
Put your phone down, son.
Put your freaking phone freaking down.
Yeah, she was telling us a story.
Picture this. I got invited to a party that Hassan didn't.
Yeah.
And then he
period.
got mad and he said, "You're not even a YouTuber." And I said, "Yeah, I am." And then he mocked me anyway because I only have 500,000
Wait, so why
subscribers.
were you invited despite not being a YouTuber or being a tiny YouTuber?
Would you? Would you please let her tell the
Because
story?
my YouTube partner manager watches this pod and she loves me.
Wait, so your
Maybe-
YouTube partner manager,
Yes, maybe
your
if
YouTube
you were
partner
more
manager
lovable
watches
idiot.
this podcast and did not invite any of the much larger or much more talented YouTubers that
No,
are
because I'm lovable. I'm
or the
sorry
gay one.
that I'm so lovable.
Gay one.
I think he has a YouTube as well.
I have
I
a
don't
YouTube.
know if he does. Oh, he
I do.
does?
I
don't
put a
know
lot.
if he does.
I put a lot of clips. They're very successful.
Yep.
My
Very
YouTube.
successful. Hey,
Very successful
to
YouTube-
that
a
YouTube
thriving
person
one.
who works at YouTube, help me out.
Yeah. Help me. Honestly, help me out
You
too.
want an invite? It's just invite.
no, we want a boost in the
They
algorithm.
don't. They're not going to boost the algorithm.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
come
what
on,
they
it's
do
not.
that. They do that.
a little
fucking-
fucking
come on.
sick. Come on, a little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah,
she's
whoa.
definitely not helping you now.
Oh, she. Well, I mean,
Why'd
could
you
be a
assume
she.
it was a
Could be
guy?
she. Could be. I could be sucking her penis. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
We have to-
3-5.
Yeah.
You just got
Incredible save.
outloved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Austin wants to cut that.
We're not cutting that.
No,
You-
there's
you
nothing
dug
wrong.
that
There's
grave, you
literally nothing
considered
wrong
it.
with what I said.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Anyway, so I was ready. I had my cute little outfit. I had this little suit dress. It was
Yep.
awesome.
Sure.
And I'm walking out, walking, doing my checks because I have OCD. So I got to check Coots, got to check Durs, got to check Swift in that order.
Right, so
Otherwise
they don't die.
so they don't explode while I'm gone.
exactly.
And as I go to check Swift, I look on the ground and I see Mongolian beef from last night, which if you don't know what Mongolian beef is, it's just beef and onions. It was on the coffee table. It's flipped and it's now on the ground.
Okay.
And I say, huh? And I pick it up and it's empty. And I go, oh no. And I go to find Swift and sure enough, he's got sauce on his face.
no.
He's licking it.
So who did it?
So I think it was Coots.
Hold on. Wait.
No. Onions are toxic to dogs. Okay. What?
They could have like 1 or 2 of them. They're not gonna kill them.
So Ludwig ate the beef out of the Mongolian beef.
Left all onions.
Majority onions.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm panicking. So I'm like, oh shit. So I call Ludwig and I'm like, how many of the onions did you eat? He's like, I don't know. And he was like, I think all of them. And I was like, you didn't. Because I remember at one point looking over and being like, I should eat those onions. And then I forgot. And then they got left out. And now Swift ate them.
Ew, you were just gonna eat straight the onions?
Yeah, they're cooked.
They're good. They're good. They're good.
And,
And
then the
they're
sauce,
sauteed. Yeah.
Yeah. and
It's good shit.
It's hot girl shit.
Yeah, it is.
Grow
You
up.
wouldn't know anything
That's
about it.
Weird.
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah, you're on your ugly boy
Okay,
shit.
so-
On your tiny YouTube.
yeah.
Swift is eating
Your
an
tiny head.
indiscriminate.
Yeah, so
Indiscriminate amount of onions.
Swift is eating a takeout container of onions.
Yeah.
And so then
Thank you for moving the subject away from me.
we needed that.
Yeah,
Not
well,
being
quit
a hot
inserting
girl.
yourself.
So I go to I get him in the car. We go to the emergency vet, right? I'm in the lobby. I'm like,
Yep.
my dog ate onions. It's empty. There's like no one there.
Sure.
So they're like, oh, no big deal. They get his weight. They get his whatever. I check
Yeah,
in.
were they like, it's not that bad.
I'm in the waiting room.
Yeah.
And then the vet tech comes out and she's like, hey, I talked to the doctor and the doctor said for his size,
Yep.
he could eat 3 cups of onions and he'd be fine. And I was like,
Yeah, that's what
then we're fine.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks. And I was like, so what do I owe you guys? And she's like, you're fine. We don't need to take you back. Like,
Great.
the doctor said it's 3 cups. You're cool. I'm like, okay. And she's like, you can call poison control and they'll tell you what symptoms to look for.
Okay.
And then just like, chill
Onion-related
out.
symptoms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, awesome,
Perfect.
So I get in the car. You call pet poison control specifically.
Okay.
It's a 45-minute wait. So imagine like your pet's actually
45
poisoned.
minutes?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, my
it
God.
costs $100.
Well,
Oh.
didn't they just tell you your dog's okay?
They said to like look out for
To
symptoms.
call poison control.
but
Okay.
Wait,
Pet poison control.
wait, why didn't you just Google it?
I don't
Hold
know
on,
because
hold
I'm a hypochondriac. I can't Google. I'll decide I have onion
She's
poisoning.
following the instructions of the doctor.
Yeah, the doctor.
That's-
So you
what-
waited for 45 minutes and
the
paid
doctor-
$100 for something that you could have Googled in approximately 35 seconds.
Come on,
what is he doing?
It's just like weird.
It's just so strange. Like it's almost like he was there.
It's like
and
he's
you know-
hoarding money.
yeah. I just don't
I will
understand.
spend $100
Yeah.
on the ASCPA.
No, it's just like a waste of time.
It's for
not that-
animals, Hassan.
You, I don't understand.
We're all on board. We're
So-
all
I'm on your side.
I am not on
on
board.
board. We're all on board.
Bring.
Yeah.
They finally pick up the phone after
Sure.
45 minutes.
Absolutely.
And I say, hey, no biggie. I already went to the ER, but they said to get some symptoms from you. My dog ate some onions and blah, blah, blah. And she goes, let me put you on hold and talk to the doctor. I said, great. I'm like, oh my
My God, I know.
seriously,
Like,
like, what
fucking
the
pissing
heck?
me off. You got
And
a
she
life
gets
to
back
live.
and she said, I don't know what ER you went to, but a dog your side could only have a 4th cup of onions. And I go, uh-oh.
Oh.
But
You
the
might,
vet
you might
saw
still
your-
be good.
What was a lot of onions?
I don't
Wait,
think
but
it's
the
more than a
vet
4th
saw
cup.
your dog.
Yeah.
The vet didn't come out of the office.
Okay, the vet tech is
You would say
equipped.
that. You would, you would
Well,
think
you
that.
would think, but poison
But
control said
they're the
otherwise, and they are the
experts.
poison
No,
expert.
the vet tech
Hold
is
on,
more of an
hold
expert.
on. Oh,
I'm gonna be
Hassan.
honest. I would be more
Are you-
worried about the sugar in the Mongolian beef sauce
Well, the
than
beef,
the onions.
yeah, that's fair. But they were more nervous about the garlic and the sodium
Yeah, well, and then okay, so
and
here,
the onions.
the doctor told you to call poison control, and poison control said so. They said follow what poison control said.
Yeah.
And poison control says
and
this.
poison control says this.
Okay,
So I'm like,
Google probably wouldn't have said that. By the way,
I'm
Just
like,
so you know.
frick. And so I call the restaurant. I'm like, how many onions do you put in this?
Yeah.
And they're like, anywhere from 2 to 3 cups. And I was like, fuck.
Fuck. Oh
Because
my
if
god.
because Ludwig's like, I ate most of them. And I was like, okay.
3
A
cups.
4th cup. It was a big container.
Yeah.
There's no earthly shot that they put 3 cups
Do you
of
want
onions.
to call the restaurant?
This is a cup.
I don't.
That is not
Do you
a
know how many
cup.
sliced onions? What? All right,
4 cups of
continue.
onions
No,
is basically 4 whole onions.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're right.
They
Guys.
put 4 entire
3.
They put 3 entire onions.
we're just
That's
gonna-
not Mongolian
Listen,
barbecue.
we're
That's
on board.
onion barbecue.
2 to 3.
We're
That's a
soundboard.
separate type of dish that you were
For the
consuming.
record, I understand how this was an emergency and traumatizing. He doesn't clearly understand the gravity of the
So
situation.
they're telling me my dog is in trouble.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone's giving you wrong
Her
information.
dog is in trouble.
What are you, a vet?
No, but I'm also not a chef at a Chinese restaurant, but I have a fucking brain, and I know they didn't put 3 whole cups of
She
onions.
is. What is she supposed to do?
I'm sorry,
Question
I'm doing my
that?
due diligence.
What is she supposed to do? How many onions did you put in there?
Every-
3. No, you didn't. What the fuck is she supposed to do?
Yeah, asshole.
Every part of the story
What is she
you
supposed to
getting
do?
lied to by people on the phone.
What is she supposed to do? Challenge the vet? Challenge poison
I call
control?
my
Challenge the
lawyer?
chef?
Listen. It is an astronomical amount of onions, but I believe. We all
don't-
believe. We're on the same page.
It's Mongolian beef. Do you know how to make Mongolian beef?
You don't know how to make shit.
You know how to make shit, Hassan.
I know how not to make it, and it's not with 3 cups of onions.
Okay. So then I say, crap. They said, what's your most exaggerated estimate? And I said, a cup.
Yeah.
That's my most exaggerated estimate that my dog could have consumed. And she said, then we need to induce vomiting. And I said, okay.
Oh my God.
How do we do that?
Kitty,
What?
There's no. It had been hours.
At this point, it had been 1 hour. Well, it had been 2 hours.
There's no way you can get him to throw up.
Okay, well, poison control didn't tell me that. Poison control said it's time to induce vomiting.
Oh no.
I said, okay.
Just for future reference, after like an hour, you're not puking anything up.
I would like poison control to know that.
Okay, so what do you do?
So they say get hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, poor
They're
Swift.
like poison your
Oh
dog.
my God, you poor Swift.
They said get hydrogen peroxide, and based on his size,
Right.
you do a tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide.
Up
no.
his ass.
No, down his throat.
I know.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, okay.
The poison control told you to poison your dog.
No.
No, they were helping.
They were helping. So I get hydrogen peroxide in a syringe. Turns out dogs do not like hydrogen peroxide.
Well,
No
Yeah.
one really.
It tastes yucky.
Yeah.
And then they said you have to then run around with him for 20 minutes. And then if he doesn't throw up, do it again. And then run around with him for 20 minutes and then call us with the results. I said, okay.
Okay, this sounds like they're pranking you. This sounds like your call got intercepted by YouTubers.
Oh my
Like,
God.
how can we get
I
Cutie
feel like
Cinderella?
they tricked you into CIA torture tactic.
prominent YouTuber Cutie Cinderella. How do we get her to poison her dog?
So I give him his hydrogen peroxide, the first table. It was hard. It was difficult. He did not like it. He was freaking out.
Yeah.
And then we ran up and down the street. I said, come on, we were running. We get home, no throw up. I'm like, God damn it. So then I give him his second tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide. I hold him and I shake him like a cocktail.
No.
I just go bounce him like a baby.
Oh.
And then I put him down and he throws up. And I was like, genius.
Was it all just bile?
It was majority foam from the hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah, so he's gargling on foam.
Yeah, he throws up just like foam. And then, sure enough, some actual throw. It's like when you drink a lot of beer and you do the beer throw up and then you
Right.
do the dinner throw up.
Right.
So I'm like, he needs another throw up, but we can't give him more
Was there
hydrogen
a cup
peroxide.
of onion in there?
There was. So I had to go through it. I put gloves on.
No, you didn't have
Don't
to
worry,
go
guys.
through it.
I put gloves on.
You didn't have to go through it.
No,
I
I
had to go
know.
through it.
I know.
So I put gloves on and I go through it and I measure and I pull out 4 onions that measured to an 1/8 a cup. So if he ate
No.
4 more onions,
No.
that'd be a 4th cup.
Girl, I am sorry. The 8 strands of onions
Yes.
that's
Do you
not.
have a fucking onion? It's like you guys don't believe women. What's going on here? Do you have an
What
onion?
you are
No,
saying
no.
is wrong.
No.
There are like
Finally, he's putting his foot
and
down.
a cup of onions is like 50 slices of onions.
I'm getting measuring cups. I don't. You guys are stupid.
And I'm going with her because I have to
Cutie,
pee.
Can you
I
grab
think-
me a bottle of water?
I think when your friend is spiraling out of reality, you can only go with them so long.
Someone needs to put an end to this. This is. Oh, she's grabbing my onions. Oh my god.
We could also just Google this.
No, I know. I already did.
Cutie. A large onion might yield around 1 cup of onions. We just Googled it.
I mean, that was what we said was the estimate.
So, how you doing?
I can't believe we're fucking waiting on this.
Yeah,
This is
we're doing
crazy.
it. We're doing
I
mean,
I don't know what to say anymore. This is.
I'm just happy Swift's
I
okay.
feel like
I'm
I
just-
feel like half of this podcast is entertaining the delusions of our gay friend, our gay friend, and our woman friend.
I'm a chef, Austin.
You just cut yourself. I
Almost.
just watched it happen.
I almost got my.
She said I'm a chef and then she hit herself with a knife.
Okay.
What is happening?
Everybody, chill out.
Knives scare me.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, hold
here's
on.
the
This is
cup.
easy. This is easy, cutie. It's more than a cup. Look at that.
That's
at
not
that.
how that works.
Come
Also,
on.
why are
that's
your
not-
onions so overgrown?
Yeah, these are.
I
these
don't
are too
know.
big.
Why are you asking me that?
Okay.
Oh my
Give
God.
me that 4th cup.
Wait.
This.
Don't do this.
They know.
Don't
They
do
said
this.
this amount would kill him. This was the size of the Mongolian
Kill
beef.
him.
Yes.
I don't think
Now you're on the
you've
side.
ever hung out with a dog.
Careful.
My dog is 15 pounds. That's like Farley.
Farley ate an eighth of shrooms.
Your
and
hands
was
are gonna
fine.
smell so bad. when
You're
we-
going to smell so bad.
But it's fine because we're gonna go to Korean barbecue.
Watch
after
your
this,
fingers.
and you're coming.
Careful.
You guys are pissing me off. Look at this rotten ass onion. This is the oldest onion in Mississippi. That's crazy.
We're really,
Ooh, I'm kind of.
we're really doing science.
No, this is important because I'm not going to sit here and let men value me.
Yeah, you're really showing everybody how normal and sane women can get.
Okay. It's not my fault you got a musty ass onion, okay?
I don't know what is happening.
So they
with
said
that
a
hand.
cup would kill him.
They said, no, a 4th cup.
You said a cup.
No.
You
they
said the
s-
first
Don't do
place
that.
said
The first cup, the 3 cups. The poison control said a 4th cup.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm getting back. Okay, stop laughing, Marsh. So, chill out. Okay, so the onion slices were big. They were like, because we're thinking Mongolian
Yeah, it's
beef.
Mongolian beef.
right.
And
And
so,
It was cooked too, right?
yeah, but they were still this fucking big.
That's
Throwing
crazy.
stuff.
And they were separated a little bit
Yeah.
because it was they were cooked.
Yeah. Okay. Don't say gross. It's a fucking onion, you pussy.
I mean, it's just gonna smell bad.
What's wrong with that?
It does.
Fine
It
when you're
smells like
eating.
an onion. Okay, good enough.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
So
And
how
then-
many
That's
slices?
just onion. That's not a Mongolian beef bowl anymore. That literally doesn't make sense mathematically. Do you
They're-
think your Mongolian beef bowl had this much onion
Yes,
in it?
it
You
did,
are on
Hassan.
fucking crack cocaine.
Hassan,
I know it's
it
Trump's
did.
America,
Let's
but
listen.
the beef tax is not that bad that it's mostly onion on your fucking
It
Mongolian.
is.
Hold on, we're losing.
Chat, look at the bowl.
We're losing sight of
No,
where she's getting
this
this
is-
If your
information.
Mongolian barbecue had this much onion.
No.
Maybe
are-
that's why Ludwig didn't eat all the onions.
No. Hold
No,
on.
there is 0%
Hold on.
chance that there was
Hold
this
on,
much
hold on.
onion in a Mongolian beef
Hold on,
barbecue.
Hassan, you're missing the point here.
When you cook onion, they're smaller.
Yes, well, there's that.
Not
but
that much
There's
smaller.
only one way to solve this.
What?
Call the restaurant, order the Mongolian beef, have it delivered here.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
Marsh.
Hold
Okay,
on.
text,
So now,
text
how many?
Ludwig and ask
wait,
him where
no,
it was
we're
from.
doing this math. How
I know.
many did you find?
Okay, 4.
Okay,
And
4.
it equaled 1/8 a cup.
4. Cutie, this is like not even half of this.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yes,
it's
it is.
not.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Yes,
No,
it is.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
it is.
No,
Cutie,
no.
yes, it
Stop.
is.
Stop it. Stop it. You guys know nothing about cooking. No, do not interrupt me. Do not interrupt me. When it says, it doesn't mean pressed. When it says add a cup of onion, you're not fucking doing that, are you? No,
But when you're
bozo.
measuring how
Brown
much
sugar
they
is the only
ingested
thing.
in their
No.
stomach.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Cutie, do you think
She's the only
that
person
when,
that
first of all,
is a
you're
chef here.
already hallucinating because that's
need
entirely
you.
too many onions on a bowl of Mongolian barbecue.
We're ordering it. Did you text Ludwig? 'Cause my
I
phones are
text
covered
him.
in
I
onions.
text him. I don't know if he'll
Okay.
text me back.
Okay, that's
Um,
number one. Number two, there's 0% chance that there was a fucking entire cup full of onions in Swift's belly at any given moment.
Can we move the knife?
He's not even big enough to eat an
Scares
entire
me.
cup
Keep the
full of
knife
onions.
by you.
Can you
Austin's
put the?
afraid of
I'm
it.
afraid of
It's
knives.
gonna
Swindling
smell
my
the
support.
whole.
You smell.
Marsh
No,
is gonna
because
take
next
the knife.
week when we're doing the podcast, you're gonna be like, "Why does the podcast room
I've
smell
never
bad?"
complained
No,
about
you're
the
gonna
smell
say
in
that.
here.
It doesn't smell bad because I fucking make sure that I
Wait,
take all the
Austin, I'm not
trash
done
out.
with that.
Oh shit! Sorry. So sorry.
You know what?
Don't eat it. It's rotten.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Why
would you eat it raw
Why would you bring in a
anyway?
rotten onion?
Why
It's all
would
he's
you?
got.
Did
Why
you
would
just
you eat the raw onion?
It was also the skin.
Oh.
You know what? That makes me feel more like Swift might have eaten an entire
Yes!
onion. Because if a good,
Are you calling me a
high-functioning
dog?
homosexual man just threw a rotten onion in his mouth unprompted, this could be a death trap.
To be fair,
that
you
was
didn't know
rotten.
what besmirch was. So
I thought it was just an onion for eating.
Okay, so
Okay.
you. Okay.
Okay. So I find at least 4
Yes.
slices in his vomit. You see that? That's a 4th cup, everybody.
Yeah, but again,
No!
there's a lot of air
Will,
in there.
you don't push it down. That's not how measuring works.
That's how stomach works.
I'm going to call poison control and ask them.
Okay, but
I'm going
that.
to pay another $100 to ask them.
Okay,
Oh,
hold on. Here's the deal.
We do not have 45 minutes.
Regardless of what we are debating,
okay.
Cutie received information and she acted on the information that she was
received
given.
2 sets of information.
One?
One told her not to panic, and then one told her.
Yes,
that
but
she-
the one that told her not to panic told her to call somebody for
May I ask a
advice,
question?
and that
How was
particular party
Swift's
told her
health
to panic.
in the 2 hours in between ingesting the Mongolian beef and
No,
hydro-
Mongolian onion.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. All right.
How was Swift behaving?
So, wait a second.
Okay.
He was fine, but onion toxicity in animals causes anemia that doesn't show up for 5 to 7 days, and then they just spontaneously die.
Wow. Oh, fuck. The spontaneous.
That's what I thought.
Where did you learn that?
WebMD.
Where did you learn that?
Google.
Oh, maybe you should have fucking went to Google first then, instead of going to poison control.
They
Poison
told her to
control
do
told
it.
me that, but I just was pointing at Google because he just
poison
pulled it
control
up.
told you to go to Google, huh?
No. Poison control didn't go to Google.
Why'd you say you learned it from Google then?
Because he just pulled it up, and I knew you'd only trust Google.
Wait, how much is 0.5 of 15 pounds?
I don't know.
We can figure that out so.
Which is roughly a third of a medium-sized onion. Does that look like a third of a medium-sized onion?
This looks like. Okay, I don't know.
Regardless, she
You
was
don't know? That looks like
I
the
called
third.
it-
Put 3 times more.
she
of that.
called poison
professional.
control.
Put 3 times more of that. Will that amount to a medium-sized onion?
I called a professional.
She literally called a professional and they told her what to do. I would have done the same thing.
We're listening to female voices, Hassan. Let's just accept this.
hold on. Here's the deal.
Yes.
If you are in the let me put this in human. Let me translate this to humans.
To
Okay.
human.
All right. Let's say. Hold on. Let's say you go to the emergency room. They say nothing to worry about, but we are going to refer you to a specialist. You are now in the care of that specialist. You talk to that specialist.
Yes.
The specialist says, "Oh shit, you need to do something. You actually are in trouble." You listen to that specialist because you have been referred to somebody who has a less knowledge
Hey,
on that specific.
What's a doctor for an animal called? What's that specialty called?
A veterinarian.
Right. And where did she go first?
That's right.
She went to the veterinarian.
Okay.
But hold on. But what did the vet say?
The vet told me to
What did
call
the
the
vet say?
specialist.
The vet said to
just
call
wait.
the
Just
specialist.
wait.
Monitor symptoms
wait.
and then call
Just
poison
wait.
control if they
Yeah.
got bad.
Just wait.
Oh, really? Okay, I
Because I'm
missed
about
that
to be
part.
validated.
Okay,
I'm just
hit me.
saying.
Yeah.
So
Because
then,
Swift is dead.
no. So then I call. You have to call poison control back with the results. So I have to call him and tell him how much he vomited and what was in it. Okay. So you have to wait another 45 minutes.
Oh my God.
Even though they give you a callback number and a case number. So dogs are dying left and right.
Right, yeah,
There's
no
no way.
shit,
They-
yeah.
Oh my lord.
And so I call him back and I say, hey, this is what happened. They say, shoot, that's not enough vomit. You've got to take him to the vet to induce vomiting.
Oh no.
They said you have to go back to the ER.
Oh my God.
And so I go, okay, fuck. So I go to the ER. I'm at the ER. Now it's crazy crowded. As soon as I get there, they take my dog back. I tell them what happened. They're like, okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so then I wait for an hour.
Yeah.
Were they panicky in their response?
Yes.
Why?
New vet. Who agreed that the first vet was wrong.
Not all doctors are good. That's why you need a second
But
opinion.
was he agreeing because you told poison?
Gee.
Was she agreeing because you mentioned what poison control it said to you?
I gave them. You have to give them the poison control case number.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just following what I'm being told by
This
professionals.
is exactly
I'm
what
sorry
I would
didn't
do.
Google it and gamble
So
my
I
dog's
think
life.
this dog didn't have to vomit at all. He just had a
Well,
fucking.
Hassan, we're listening to female voices. I'm just trying to get the details.
He had the dopest meal of his life, only to be put through the fucking ringer
Yeah, he'll
for
never
an
eat food off the
8-hour
table again.
vomiting process like a medieval torture victim.
Yeah.
What did you do to this dog?
She is following instructions.
Following instructions.
Okay, so
So then I'm there for 2 hours before they put me back in a room.
right.
So now we're looking at, it's about, I think it's like, this point it's like 11 p.m. Something like that. So they pull me back into the room and the vet comes in and the vet's like, hey, I'm so sorry to tell you this. Your dog needs to be hospitalized and monitored overnight. And
because of all the hydrogen peroxide you
No.
You've given your dog 3 lethal doses of hydrogen peroxide.
I'm not laughing, cutie. I was just asking questions.
They
I don't
said-
agree with what he's saying.
They
at all.
said because it's been too long and we can't induce vomiting.
right,
And
which is what I told you that.
yeah, but what do you want me to do?
I'm just okay. Keep going. Go
If
ahead.
they would have induced vomiting when I first got there,
So what was
Then it
their,
would've been
what was their
fine.
plan?
they had to give him charcoal.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh no.
They fucking
Okay. So
Okay.
they gave him
Okay.
charcoal.
So they had to. So he has to be hospitalized. Okay, and they have to give him charcoal. And so they say, oh, it's too late to induce vomiting, so we have to hospitalize it, and we have to give him charcoal, and we have to monitor him all night. We have to watch his blood work, all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, like I don't have a choice now. And then I was like, well, why didn't that vet, when I came in at 5 o'clock when this happened, why didn't that vet induce vomiting? And they're like, we have no clue. They're like, she goes, are you sure you came here?
This is
Wow.
And I said,
This is where I'm getting angry.
I
my God.
said yes.
You went in there and they said there hasn't been a vet in there in 35
Yeah.
years.
So then,
It was a ghost vet.
they said, are you sure you came here? And I said, absolutely. And they said, well, you didn't pay a consultation fee. We don't have any proof.
Oh my God.
And
Oh my
I
God.
said,
I'm already
the
getting
vet
mad.
told me everything was fine and to leave, so they didn't even check me in and I didn't pay a consultation fee. She said, that's against our policy, so they wouldn't have done that. And I said, you can check their cameras because they did that.
Yeah, they were trying to avoid malpractice suit.
I said, they did that. So what are you talking about? And then she's like, okay, I'll give you a few minutes because clearly you're worked up. And I was like,
Excuse you?
Whoa.
I'm going to give you a few fucking minutes. Excuse
you.
you.
Marsh, would you clear these onions, please?
we're done with that.
There's a little piece here as well.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
The audacity.
So then I'm in there.
Oh, I'd take him for everything they had.
A nurse brings me the paperwork.
Okay.
I fill out the paperwork, all that stuff. They have a oh, I forgot to get that for you.
I'll take one of those.
2 bottles of water, please.
I fill out all the paperwork. As I'm filling out paperwork, another nurse comes in and checks on me, and I'm crying because I'm pissed
Yeah.
off. And now they're telling me that my dog's life is a gamble, pretty much. They're telling me that the charcoal is a gamble because the charcoal should absorb the toxins, but if they don't absorb all the onion because they couldn't induce vomiting, we don't know if it's out of his system.
On the prerequisite, though, that there was a significant
A
amount
biblical
more
amount of onion that he consumed.
A 4th cup onion.
If he had
Yes.
consumed like
Hold
too
on.
much onion.
This is the doctor now making this recommendation.
Right, but under the
but the
And
doctor
all-
doesn't know how much
Hold
onion
on,
he
guys.
eats.
The doctor, she went in, the doctor fucked up, poison control validated that, and now a second doctor is saying that we don't know why that doctor
Okay,
said
the
that.
inception point of this story will never actually, like, we will never realize what the truth is unless we order that fucking Mongolian
Thank
beef barbecue.
you.
He won't text me back.
Okay.
I can text him now. My fingers aren't covered in onion.
Because once we find out that this Mongolian beef spot actually does not have a metric ton of onion in the fucking bowl, I think the story will take a totally separate.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're crying.
So I'm freaking out. They have validated that if the dog ate a 4th cup of onions, it's toxic.
right.
Okay. So I'm pissed because I'm like, they should have induced vomiting. And they come in to grab the paperwork, and she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, but like I can get the doctor to talk to you again. And I said, I want to talk to the fucking doctor that was here at 5 o'clock that turned my dog away.
Did you describe them, what they look like and everything?
Yeah. And so then the original doctor comes back in and she's like, I know you're upset. Like, we're going to figure out who that doctor was. Like, we're going to talk. That's so against our policy. We're going to figure it out. We're going to talk to you. And I was like, okay, like, fuck. It's like 1 a.m. at this point, you know? And so then they're like, do you want to visit with your dog before you leave? And I was like, absolutely. So then they bring my dog in. And I'm with Swift, and I'm there, and I'm just like, love him. I'm
it's
just
not
like,
your dog.
I'm like crying. No. I'm just like stressed. I'm so stressed. Keep in mind, Ludwig's in Scotland. I'm all alone during this.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm all alone. I don't know like what to freaking. Obviously, I'm making wrong choices. I don't fucking know.
What's he doing in Scotland?
Sponsor. I think.
Scumbag.
Yeah.
Go on.
And so then so then I'm there, and then I look at my phone, and it's been an hour.
Oh.
And I'm like, you're telling me my dog has a toxic level of onions in him, and you're not doing anything, and you need to do charcoal right away to absorb the toxins, but you're not doing anything? So then I walk out to the vet tech, and I say, hey, apparently they need to put charcoal in my dog's stomach, but they just like haven't done anything, and they need to act fast, but it's been an hour, and they're like, oh, I just got off my 10. Let me go see what's going on. I know what's going on. And so then I'm like, should I just leave this vet now? Like at this point,
Yeah, are they
with Swift.
competent?
like, are they competent?
Yeah.
Huh?
With
Yeah.
Swift.
Yeah, with Swift. Like, should I just take Swift with me
Yeah.
and go somewhere else?
Yeah,
So
like
then I'm
Cedar
like-
Sinai or
So I
something.
go back to my room.
Peter Sinai,
Yeah.
a human hospital.
Yeah.
I go back to my room. I call another emergency vet.
Right.
I tell them everything. I try to get their opinion on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, should I come to you guys? I said the problem.
Valid.
They said the
Valid.
problem is if you come to us that you have a 2-hour processing time, and they said that dog needs charcoal and 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
And they said, so you should just stay there and just get the charcoal. And I said,
Okay.
okay. So I stayed there, and they came and got Swift, and I left, and then I sobbed my little heart out in the car. And then I almost called Austin
here's the
because I was
deal.
going to say,
Is
did
Swift
I,
home yet?
did I make the wrong
No,
decision?
here's the
He's
deal.
home, yeah.
Cutie, let me break it down for
Uh-huh.
you.
God, Swift
Number
is okay.
one, I'm so sorry for what you went through. Number two, you're not paying that fucking bill.
I already paid it.
How much was it?
$2,500.
Give me their number.
What? 2,500.
$2,500?
Okay.
Okay, here's what you do. You take
Guys, what do you want me to do?
We're agreeing.
I'm like, genuinely,
$500?
No.
Are you fucking
No.
shitting me?
No.
your dog
I
eats
have
all
to-
these onions. You're
I
just
have
going
to
to
put
leave
my foot
it?
down. I have to put my foot down.
No, we're
You
agreeing.
are out of your mind.
We're agreeing.
What am I
No,
supposed
you
to
are not out of
do?
your mind. He is out of his mind.
Okay, I have a counter story to this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk you through it very quickly.
Okay.
I'm playing basketball with Ted Nificent.
Okay.
Ted Nificent sometimes fouls pretty hard. He's a very strong guy.
Okay.
He fouls me by hitting me in the chest like this. Ha ha, we're laughing. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what kind of defensive move is that? He goes, this is how I defend. And he goes, ha! And he actually pokes my eye out. Okay? He pokes me
fuck is this
right in the eye.
He didn't poke- he didn't
No, just
poke it
listen to the
out.
story. He pokes me right in the eye. Okay? I go, I think you might have pushed my eye out of its socket or something. Because I open my eyes, I can't see out of my right eye. Okay?
Yeah.
And then slowly.
Hold on, stop. If Cutie are in this situation, we go to the hospital.
No, just
That's
listen.
usually what we do.
I'm gonna
That's
walk
right.
you through it.
You call
I'm
911.
gonna walk you through it. This is the beauty of the human body.
Okay.
Okay. He
think my
he got a
dog's
little
a
worried.
human?
You know what I did? I didn't call the fucking government free healthcare hotline for 8 hours. I Googled it. I said, what is it if you get your eye poked and you have blurry vision?
And it came back with you have cancer.
Okay. No, and it said that you might have had a retina issue or something. I don't know. Like one of the nerves.
so
one of the nerves
heal
might have
itself
gotten
naturally.
knocked out
Severed.
of place. And yeah, I couldn't actually. I did a couple self checks. I filmed myself looking at my finger. One of my right eye, the one that got poked out, was a little wonky. It was not moving in the same speed as my normal eye, my left eye.
We've
This,
noticed.
this is this
And
is clearly
what
a
ended up
big
happening
problem.
was,
tell.
what ended
I
up
don't know what
happening
you're
was
trying to say
initially
here.
I was seeing double. When I closed my right eye, I was fine. When I opened my right eye, I was seeing double. The right eye was just wonky, looking whichever direction.
Okay, what the fuck did you do about it?
I didn't do anything. My mom was freaking out. She's like, "You have to go to the urgent. You have to go to
Yes,
urgent care."
because your mom is a normal person.
Yeah, and you know what I did? I didn't go because it was improving over time. So I was like, you know what? I got to start this stream.
And
Okay.
worst case.
So how the fuck does this apply to her
Your
dog?
Honor, Your Honor, you're human. You can vocalize what you feel. My dog can't tell me shit.
No, but like I didn't actually go through the process of seeking out a healthcare professional in that regard.
But if
I feel like there's a comfortable
hold
middle
on, but
ground
if
here.
Google would have said to you that eye could cause a blood clot and you could die instantly,
It told me to go to an emergency specialist immediately.
well, then why the fuck would you not go?
Because it got better, and now I can
Hassan,
see out of my boat.
Your,
That's
your
terrible.
story did not help our
nothing.
argument at any
Yeah,
point.
that didn't help you.
And may
Your
God
side of the
have
table.
mercy on your soul.
I
Oh,
hope
shut
you
up! Like you
lose
would do
that
something
eye.
different. Like you would do
No,
something
I wouldn't do
different.
anything different, but I'm not going to use that as an example of why Cutie's onion mania is not verified.
You ate a poison bomb, and you don't know if you're gonna
poison
die
bomb?
for 5
It's
days.
onion, cutie.
It's 50% poison.
No, it's not.
That's what they're telling me.
I'd call it a life flight.
Can I give you my honest statement?
Yes.
I think that given the variance in information you were receiving, you did the right thing.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you.
such
I
a
needed that.
fucking
Let me.
brown
Can
nose.
I- that.
no, because I'm
was I supposed to
I'm going to start.
Okay.
I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay? I'm going to start here, and no, because
That should be
no,
the
this
truth.
is the baseline, right?
Okay.
When your dog's health is in jeopardy, you do what you got to do, right? Here's what I think happened. I think the poison control and the second doctor gave you more credence because they felt that you were hysterical. And a lot of doctors are very worried about catching malpractice suits or having really defamatory reviews that damage their business.
But I was so chill on the call with poison control because I was like, it's no big deal. I left. They said
Well,
3 cups
I think,
is fine.
I think the second time I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I think the second time you went into that vet, the reason that they denied seeing you before and the reason that they handled it with such extremely delicate gloves and agreeing with all the very dangerous assertions you were making about your dog is because they knew that if anything actually happened to Swift after they turned him away, then that they were liable.
Well, they already got a lawsuit on their hands because we're not paying that $2,500. We're
But
taking them to small claims
I'm just
court.
giving you my honest take.
I'll
But
represent
remember,
you.
I started with if you get a variance in opinion and it's your dog's
I will
health that's
call
in
poison
jeopardy-
control right now and they'll tell me a 4th cup.
Cutie, this is where they fucked up. They told you they messed up. So you're already in. You already have leverage in the situation to get your money
You
back.
should
I
have
don't
not
care.
taken Swift to the vet or even fed him a biblical amount of hydrogen peroxide.
I gave him the amount poison control said
and
to
he
give
would-
him.
Kitty,
No,
think about
none
the
of
people
those
that they're
things
screwing
needed
over
to
on a daily
happen.
basis, and they're paying all these medical
Because
bills
here's the
without
problem.
any justice. We
Here's
need
the
to get
problem.
that money back, Cutie.
The amount of onion that Swift consumed is not a deadly amount of onion, but you think it's a deadly amount of onion. That's where the problem starts. So of course the doctor is running off
Do you
of
have an
your
attorney?
insane amounts
Well,
of
let's
your
not quite
overestimation of onions
I
that you think was in the fucking Mongolian barbecue bowl.
But
Cutie,
you're
I think-
forgetting that I measured from his barf and it was an 1/8 cup from his barf.
I think the first thing we do is we write a letter from your attorney, and we tell them, right? We say, look, this is just a warning shot, all right? And then that's how we start the conversation to know that you're serious, right?
I
You
don't
have-
want
you
to
have-
sgive them.
Well, you don't have to.
How many
Okay.
days ago
But
was this?
they'll give
This
you
was Sunday night.
So he's past the dead
No,
deadline.
we still have to get blood. We have to keep getting blood
Sunday
work
night?
done.
Shit, it's been 6 days.
Yeah,
Shit.
we have to keep getting.
Well, you're gonna
Blood
need
work.
it. You're gonna need. I don't even know what we're gonna have to do.
We're litigating.
We're
So,
gonna have to.
Let me tell you what happened the next morning. So I go and I pick Swift up. As I'm waiting there, you know, when you go to the vet and you wait for your dog to come out, like the door opens, you're like, "That my dog? No.
Yeah. Okay.
That my dog? No." I look up one time. That my dog? And it's a Labrador Retriever
Yeah.
on his little bed. I think coming out of surgery. He's got blankets on him. I'm like, "Oh, cute. Okay, you know, it's not my dog." 2 seconds behind him is a woman sobbing her fucking heart out with an afterlife care pamphlet. What kind of vet office is just wheeling dead dogs
Oh my
past
God.
the lobby?
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
well, they do that
Dude, dogs die at the vet all the time.
yeah.
Past the lobby?
I watched
Yeah,
my
Cutie,
dog
What
they
do
go
you
just-
want them
down.
to do? Throw them out the back?
Do it
No,
in the
at
rooms.
least throw a sheet on him.
They do. They have the blankets.
Guys, there's back rooms. You don't have to do it past the lobby.
I need to admit something.
What?
I can relate and feel a lot of empathy about all this because I love Farley so much. But you have to remember, the three of you, I grew up in a farm family. So my family would just shoot pets when they got like sick. Like the idea of going to the vet.
Like if Swift ate like that amount of onions, your dad is like,
I mean, he would wait to see if the onions hurt them.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I just want to
yeah,
remind
he would
you.
wait. He would be like,
I just
start
remind-
running.
the way that my family has typically dealt with animals, not Farley, because Farley is my child, so I'm learning. But it's a different, like we have barn kitties.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like we have
We had
cats that have
barn
never
kitties.
come inside
Yeah.
in their entire life. One that was called Zipper lived to 20. It was a mean cat.
I believe
It
that.
had one eye.
Yeah.
It used to attack me at random. I lived in fear of it. I think it's still alive
Be
somewhere.
careful. Austin's gonna sue Zipper.
So I just want to. I'm trying. If my empathy seems lacking, I'm sorry, and I'm trying. You're right.
No, it's fine. I just
You're
hope
ri-
both your dogs
you're
eat
right.
so much onion. I hope your dogs eat onion.
Well, I'm not negligent.
See,
like
this is
that.
why I like cats
I don't
better.
live in a disgusting streamer house.
See, cats would never eat that many onions.
Also,
I'm kidding.
also, have
Wait,
you
what?
seen my dog?
I talk shit.
She
What?
eats entire bamboo.
Hey,
like
Kaya, come eat this onion.
Well, your dog is 200 pounds.
yeah, my dog is
Your dog could eat
120
12
pounds. Like
onions.
she could eat a lot of onions.
Cutie.
She probably
What?
has.
You did the right thing and you saved your dog's
I did.
life.
So the whole point was this: is I almost called Austin at 2 a.m. to ask him if I should leave because I couldn't. Because then the other vet was like,
It's good you didn't call me because I would have told you to sue him.
I mean, you are
at
still
2 o'clock.
trying to litigate.
I think it's bullshit that she had to pay for that because of their mistakes. It cost her more money.
Also, why didn't they just tell you to give the dog charcoal first? Like you could have just charcoal pilled him.
huh?
I don't think.
No, I don't think it's like a dog specific
I-
charcoal.
I-
They said they had to monitor.
My
him.
lifelong philosophy is you should leave your medical issues in the hands of medical professionals, and if whatever they suggest, you should go for.
My
problem,
family didn't used to take me to the hospital for like broken bones and stitches and stuff.
I think that is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only went because my dad forced me when my pinky was a little chopped off.
Yeah, no, you guys are weird for that.
I've told you the story of when I caught myself with a pike fishing hook, and they wanted to take me to the bar to have a fisherman pull it out of
But
my
see,
head.
that is an old-fashioned medicine.
Yeah, it's an old timey
That's
view of
old
things.
timing stuff.
I
We've
think-
My
moved
mom
on.
laughed at me. She said, "You look ridiculous." She took a Polaroid photo.
I know, but we moved
of
on past that
the
era.
hook in
think-
my head.
I think
Now we
I'm
go to the
still
doctor. I know.
modern medicine has evolved, but a lot
Give
of
me a good leech.
a lot of this stuff. I'm not like anti-medicine by any metric. I'm not RFK Jr. Okay, but I will say a big chunk of the issues that our body has, you just knock out, you sleep it off, and you're good.
No, you're handling you have like a medieval perspective on medicine. That's what they did back in the Stone Age.
The doctors just
we have
alleviate.
Zoom care
The
and
doctor alleviates
legacy
some of
urgent
the pain.
care. And,
We also have ZocDoc.
yeah, we have ZocDoc.
The doctor
Well,
alleviates some of
that
the pain.
was a good topic.
It was crazy.
That was the entire podcast.
Guys, I cried so hard that I didn't sleep the whole night, and Ludwig's out of town, and I didn't want to bother either of you to drive me because then the first thing you would say is,
Why
well,
didn't
he
you
didn't
ask
eat
me?
that much onions.
Wait. Why am I not even in the question?
Because you're streaming.
Oh, this was during the day.
I would have driven.
I had to
you.
go to the hospital to pick him up at 10
if you
a.m.
called me, I would have calmed you down. I would have been like, you don't have to go to the doctor.
No,
He's
would've
already,
driven
already
you.
at the doctor. You live really
no,
far away.
you would have laughed.
And so I didn't want to
You would have
inconvenience
laughed
you.
at her on the
I
phone.
would have been like, dude, it's
French
just
Polynesia is pretty far.
My eyes were so swollen from crying that I could barely see the road.
Oh my god, that I would have driven you. I don't have
I
a
was
car
so
here, but
sad.
I would have called Davide.
I was so sad.
I would have called
That's
Davide,
so
and he would have.
Why are you laughing at my sadness?
Okay.
No, I get it. I remember. I think
I
I
would've
told you
gotten
as a
your money
story when
back.
I had to fight the fox.
Yo,
I got in a
gosh,
fight
don't
with
tell me that story. It
my
breaks my
dog.
You had to
heart.
fight the fox.
Oh
yeah.
God, I know. I cannot.
I just-
cannot hear that one.
I feel like this is a little bit, like self-induced.
Well, come on. Let's
story-
not open up that wound again.
The story,
That's a rough
the
one.
story snowballed, I think.
Okay, I've got the restaurant.
Oh, you did?
Oh God, this is gonna be such a good autopsy.
We're gonna have an autopsy
Oh, God.
of
Onion Gate.
Onion Gate.
Regardless, I think
What?
I think it's irrelevant. Whatever, how many onions in there, you were proceeding with the information you had.
Yeah.
Well, that's what. Because even Maya was like, maybe
You just don't know.
poison control are psychos, and they're like
But
too
you
on the
can't
ball about
take-
it.
You can't take
And
that
shoot-
risk, though.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what I was supposed to
That's
do.
the thing. When I was in the hospital with my stomach flu, they're like, I was like, "What do you recommend I do, doctor?" And he said, "Well, I think to be cautious, you should stay overnight." And what am I in the position to do?
You literally explained to us that it was more so like you just wanted to stay there.
No, it was not the case. That was not the
You
case.
said it sounded
I
like a
said,
nice.
"Doctor, what do I do here? What would you do, doctor?" And he said, I would stay overnight. And I said, "Okay." And then they kept me for another night, right? 2 nights as I was shitting into a bucket.
That's
Imagine
so
that.
awesome.
How
Okay.
horrible is that?
I have another story.
Shitting into a bucket.
I have another counter story.
I'm not
for
done with
both
my
of you.
story. Shitting into a bucket
Yeah,
and having
okay,
to
you
push
explain that.
a button when somebody comes in. Imagine meeting every nurse and the first impression they have of you is, "Here's my shit
Okay.
in a bucket."
Could you have
All right.
gone to the bathroom?
There was no, they segregated me away from everybody
I have
else.
another
So
story.
if you had gone home, you could have just used a toilet.
They told me
Yeah.
I couldn't. They said they recommended against it. I didn't.
Austin, I would have stayed.
Thank you.
I would have stayed.
They
Yeah,
didn't.
they were like, "You're contagious."
no.
You're there.
Okay,
I
can I
didn't
ask
say
you guys?
I want to stay.
I'm telling you,
they kept me
the
another
greatest
night.
piece of content we could ever do is the 3 of you softies spending a week with my mother. And just absolutely being broken. If you ever told my mom she had to shit in a bucket, she'd go, "Just fucking kill me. You can kill me.
I had to shit. in
Why
a
don't
bucket.
you just fucking put?" Do you know how many times my mom has pulled me aside and go, "William, we don't do breathing tubes. You fucking kill me." My mother. Starting when I was like 13.
I
And I
respect
was
that.
like,
She's a-
"Mom, I might want to do a breathing tube."
Yeah.
I'm 13. She's like, "Not in this house."
No, she doesn't want to be resuscitated.
she's
I
tough,
respect that,
bro. She's
I respect
scary.
the DNR.
I
you have to respect the DNR.
Cutie and
I
I
have
will
another
never have a
story for you.
DNR.
I have another
We will have
story.
a resuscitated all.
I'm looking for Edward
by
to
all
take
the
a bite.
means. Yeah,
The
all means
year is
necessary.
2009, Coral Gables, Florida, Miami-Dade
university.
Is this
County.
another goddamn eye poke story?
Hassan Piker is
Got
in
a
America
stupid-ass
for the
eye
first
poke.
time ever. Hassan Piker is in
Not
America
hard enough, if you ask me.
attending the University of
Not
Miami.
for the first time ever. You were born in New Jersey.
Yeah, I know, but like for like living now in the United
Okay.
States of America. The year is 2009, Coral
Okay.
Gables, Florida, Miami-Dade County. I'm
Sure.
at University of Miami.
Sure.
After Halloween weekend, I get at the time there is a flu that is spreading. It's kind of novel. People don't know what's going on. I didn't realize that it was happening. It's called the swine flu.
Yeah, I remember the swine flu.
Yes.
I do.
A girl I
Appar-
was hooking up with got swine flu.
So here's what happens. I
dead?
literally
no,
Well, you.
we just couldn't hang out.
Yeah,
for a
but
while.
when you go like this, it
Yeah.
means they're
They
dead.
could have
Yeah, I
been
thought she
something.
died.
She might be dead.
Yeah.
later, not from the swine flu. I am incredibly tired. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because I drank too much. I don't know. I knocked the fuck out. I can't move for 48 hours. Okay. For 48 hours, I was stuck in my room. I got up to pee one time in that entire process, and I literally slept through it. Crawled my way to the emergency room on campus, and they told me I had swine flu. But basically, that first 48 hours
Yeah.
was me going through the process of getting the swine flu
Yeah.
out of my
the
body.
the hospital you went to on campus was the one that charged me $10,000. By the way, that same hospital.
Yeah. Well, regardless,
It's funny how the world works.
Yeah.
Small world.
It
Small world.
doesn't matter. But my point is, you know, you sometimes you sleep through it.
But you
and you're
did.
fine.
You went to the hospital.
No, but like no. After that, like before the hospital, I was. By the time I was able to get to the hospital, I could walk and I wasn't like dying, so it was over.
The
worst was
the
done.
older I get, the more quickly I go to the hospital.
Oh.
Like every time I get a
That's
stomach flu, like the last time, the one when I ended up in the hospital, I went to the emergency room immediately.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not dealing with this. That's really what it is.
And they advise you to shit in a bucket again.
No, they actually, well, no, they called the ambulance from they called an ambulance, and I took an ambulance ride. It was a little dramatic, but
I feel like we're so divided on this. Do we have any subjects that can bring us all together?
yes, I got one.
Oh,
I got one.
Bring us together.
I got one. Marsh, would you check your DMs from May 7th?
Did you order the Mongolian
Yes,
barbecue?
it's on the way for the Patreon.
Oh wait, no, that was a fake clip. The one from
I have two posts.
April 30th.
Google updated photo of JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes. Remember, you've all been up to date on JoJo Siwa and Chrissy.
Yeah. Aren't they very cute right now?
Oh, Marsh. April 30th.
No, but it's weird because he's like 10 years older than her.
In a DM, I sent you something on April 30th.
Really?
She's a celebrity and she's a grown woman too.
I don't think it's weird.
She's like 22, right?
I'm gonna send it to you again.
33.
If she was 18, I'd be more weirded out. But she's like
That second one. Look at him. Mexico getaway. After they said they're platonic soulmates. I don't know about you, but we don't cuddle like that.
Well, we're not platonic soulmates.
Okay, rude. What the heck?
I mean, we're friends.
Okay, what's the fucking point?
Is it not okay? Is she like,
Wait,
are
do
they
you want to be
fucking?
platonic
No,
soulmates?
I
then?
don't. I thought this was like our group
You're
thing.
the one who always said you don't fuck with me.
I don't fuck with any of you.
Yeah, but we can't be platonic soulmates.
Go to
If you're gonna
slide
cuddle-
6.
I don't
you're
fuck
gonna
with any
cuddle
of you,
with
but
one of
also
us-
we're
right.
we're all platonic soulmates.
What's that,
We're
Bosh?
all platonic soulmates.
Maybe
Why
use
are you
some
bringing
audio.
up old people
No,
always?
I need to talk about something. Is
Are
this-
you back on Frankie Valley dying?
I need to talk about something. Folks, last time, it's been a few months since we talked about Frankie Valley, and you thought that it was over. But no, it's only gotten worse. This latest video from Frankie Valley is disturbing, to say the least.
He's dressed well.
This is really bad. You thought it was bad before? Play the clip, Marsh.
Let the man die, dude.
Play-
This is
play-
crazy.
play the clip.
He's dressed
Play
well.
the clip.
It's keeping rhythm. Oh yeah.
He can't even move anything but his hands.
No.
I know. Yeah, it's... He's not even blinking.
He's lip syncing, right?
That or he's shutting it the fuck down.
No, I think he's incredible.
It's time to retire, Frankie. And who the hell is putting him on tour?
I mean, enjoy.
But you
Yeah,
know what?
that's elder abuse.
Look up Frankie Valley's
That's gonna be
girlfriend.
us doing fucking name
What?
your price in 50 years.
Yeah, Frankie Valley, Marsh, has a girlfriend that I believe is...
A girlfriend.
Yeah, that's really
thought he was
young.
gay.
Frankie Valley.
JoJo.
So what? She's
Jojo
83.
Siwa.
Like, what's really
Girlfriend.
young for that?
This is his girlfriend. Oh,
No.
is that a Photoshop? Yep, that's his girlfriend, Jackie Jacobs.
How old is she?
How old is Jackie Jacobs?
Probably like 60.
Yeah, okay,
I
maybe
mean,
it's not too problematic.
He's 89 though.
I mean, yeah, I don't think he's the exploiting partner in this. Yeah.
He's 60. Yeah.
Let the man get his nut off.
Ew.
There is,
We'll never be platonic soulmates.
there's no way he's
Wait,
getting
out
anything
of
off.
all three of us,
Yeah,
who
you're in
are you
last
cuddling-
place right now.
Who are you cuddling with out of all three of us?
Austin.
Of course.
That's messed up. He's so coarse.
Are you kidding me?
And
I'm
so-
a great cuddler.
No, he's an awful cuddler. I'm so much
Are
better
you
at
fucking
cuddling.
kidding me?
I'm
I
cuddly.
will. Are you cuddly?
Yeah.
I am so cuddly.
Like a teddy bear. No, you're not. You're like, you shave your whole body. It's going to be
I
like
don't shave
pricking.
He's gonna wear the shirt.
that.
He's
It's
not
gonna
gonna
be
be shirtless.
pricking
We're
at-
not
do you
doing
have
skin
a-
on skin. What-
Do you have acne patch on your titty? What is happening?
Oh my god! I don't want to cuddle anybody.
huh? Fucking sue me.
boy.
Huh? Sue me.
Why the acne patch?
Because I'm healing it. Pride's next weekend, Hasan. I don't want to. What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong?
We've lost it. We've become those out of touch creators. We're all insane.
What's
people.
wrong with my acne patch? What's wrong with it? You act like you don't get a fucking zit, huh? Look at that.
I just don't put a star acne patch on a body acne.
I've never gotten a
It
zit
heals
on
it,
my
Hasan.
boob like that.
I got a zit. So I had to.
I think it's a good idea.
Thank you.
I think it's gonna catch on.
Thank you.
I think it's good.
What?
These are my siblings. What do you want? I love them for them. I love them for them.
They're diving.
They're never gonna fucking change. They're too
diving
far
further into their
gone.
mania. You're giving them the worst reinforcement.
My therapist said I can't Google things. That's why I didn't Google the onion thing.
I don't have a therapist.
Wait, your therapist cut you off from Google?
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck were you talking about before that was said?
Hypochondria.
Google.
Sometimes my shoulders hurt, and then they'll be like cancer, and I get stressed out.
Kitty, what's your latest obsession with hypochondria?
I haven't had time. It's been my dog dying.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah.
But my dog isn't dead. He's alive.
Mine's a brain tumor.
Ugh. Don't get me started on those.
I know. I feel like.
How do you guys live like this?
We don't.
It's very stressful.
It's very stressful.
I've lost years.
Well, you know what? I tried taking ashwagandha. You know.
Yeah, I told you.
And then I start to feel like I feel like good, and then I feel like I sleep
Is that
better.
where Black Panther's from?
No, it's
that's
ashwagandha.
It's a mushroom.
So I take it, and over the days, I'm like, oh my god, I feel so much better. I'm not stressed. It's a cortisol reliever. And then over the days, I'm just like, wait, I don't care anymore. And then I'm depressed.
Yeah, maybe you're taking too much ashwagandha.
But I'm just taking one pill.
Take half. You could be sensitive.
I can't cut them into pill.
Well, look at the pill and see how many milligrams it is and buy a smaller dose.
Oh fuck. Okay.
I'm a doctor.
Wow. On that note,
I'm proud of all you guys. You guys, you know what? We're doing all right. Kids are all right.
Keep onions away from your dog.
Yeah.
Do you really think it looks that tacky?
No, I think it looks cute.
it looks fantastic.
I wouldn't wear it in public.
Don't listen to her.
That's no, you.
I go
wear
out like
it
this in public, so you shouldn't listen to me.
No, you look hot. You came in with a little
Oh,
skimpy
no.
skirt on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going behind the paywall. Onion Gate will be resolved in part 2.
See you.
Episode on fucking onion.
I think they're gonna love it.
See you on the other side. Patreon.com/fearand. Peace.
You said that Ludwig, when asked, that he ate all the onions. Now, you said he didn't eat any onions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you to use the onions from half of this order.
Okay,
So I'm about to put half the order in a bowl,
let me make a penis first.
assuming that Ludwig really didn't
Well, why
eat.
don't you just measure all the onions and then put...
No, because
No,
that's
because
not.
he didn't eat all the onions.
They're big onions.
All right, here we what?
He wants to eat the meat. He can have the meat.
Scientific.
What a meat.
Yeah, he's tainting
This
the
is
process.
this the halfway mark?
Yeah.
Austin, show.
Yes.
This is Austin's penis.
You may eat.
Hey, ew, that's not my
Oh,
penis.
you're spilling.
It's cutie. It's bigger
I'm not
than
gonna lie.
that.
There's more onions in it than I thought. I will admit. At first glance, a lot more onions in that bitch than I thought there would be. Okay. So my bad on that.